Hello, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to yet another exciting episode of Ipman Today. Remember, Ipman Today is an advocacy program of Ipman, and Ipman is the acronym for the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria. Now, every week on Ipman Today, we bring you the depths of experience and opinion of Ipman concerning oil and gas sector in Nigeria. Now, last week on Ipman Today, we talked about green energy. How ready is Ipman to key into the green energy drive being propelled by President BOLA TINUBU? This week, we take it a step further. We will be discussing with the president of Ipman, the president himself. Remember, like I always say, there's only one president of Ipman. His name is Alhaji Abubakar Migani Gerima Shettima. He will be on set today talking to us on how ready Ipman is to ensure that the presidential CNG initiative is a success. Yes, and that will be the verdict. Right after the verdict, we'll go over to oil and gas news, and from oil and gas news, we go over to Marketer's Diary. You know how we do on Marketer's Diary every week. We bring you customers' opinion concerning oil marketers in Nigeria. How well are they doing? This is what you get to hear on Marketer's Diary. My name is Afamokone. This is Ipman Today. You're watching NTA Network. Don't touch the remote. Don't shift your gaze. We'll be back right after this short break. You're welcome to yet another episode of The Verdict on Ipman Today. Just like I said before the break, the president himself will be joining us. You know there's only one president of Ipman, Alhaji Abubakar Migani Gerima Shettima. Only one president, and he's seated right here in the studios. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, welcome, Afam.
Thank you, sir. We missed you last week.
Thank you.
How was the trip, sir?
The trip is fine.
Okay, thank you,
God.
sir. Thank you. Before we go further, sir, I'm sure you heard the news about the presidential CNG initiative that will be rolled out in the next couple of weeks. I mean, how do you feel about this achievement by President BOLA TINUBU?
No, I feel very happy because immediately when the president launched the program, definitely already we informed all our members to participate fully in the program. And there is one thing that I know with Mr. President BOLA TINUBU is a dedicated president who normally march on his action. Whatever he said, he normally put it into reality.
Whatever the president says, he normally puts it into reality. That's the word of our president of Ipman for President BOLA TINUBU. Now, sir, the CNG initiative is taking shape gradually. And a lot of people have been posting with different ideas about the right partners to bring this presidential CNG initiative to life. In your mind, sir, who do you think is the most credible partner to work with President BOLA TINUBU to actualize this CNG initiative? Who do you think is the most credible partner in Nigeria?
Well, I think all what we know, independent petroleum marketers are the most credible partners.
Okay.
In the distribution of CNG or generally green energy program, because independent petroleum marketers already they have their retail outlet nationwide. Anywhere you go, you will see our filling stations, and it's this filling station that we are going to use for the CNG program. That is in terms of combustion and putting daughter filling stations. We doesn't need to look for any other side. We use the same side, and already the stations are already there, approved by MDPPRA. We have our license and everything.
But what is the strength of Ipman? How do you think Ipman can bring this presidential CNG initiative to life? What is the strength of Ipman in terms of spread in Nigeria? Is Ipman well present all across Nigeria, sir?
Yes, all over the country, anywhere you go, we are covering almost 150,000 retail outlets in the nation. So we separate all our filling stations nationwide. So we have the coverage already.
150,000 filling stations.
Yes.
And still counting, because I'm sure there will be more that will
develop.
More are coming.
Yeah.
Wow. So that means Ipman is the most viable partner for the CNG and the green energy to be actualized in Nigeria.
Quite all right. And already we have the idea, we are in the system.
Okay. But sir, we know that you've already said that Ipman is the most credible partner. What do you think is the major challenge that Ipman will be facing in terms of realizing this green energy drive by the federal government?
Well, the major challenges that we are having, we are still looking for financial support from the government, because, CNG program, it requires huge amount of money which you have to invest, like in terms of construction, data filling station inside the filling station, and then conversion center. Because even if you have the station, you didn't convert many vehicles, so the business cannot go smoothly. Therefore, we have to participate in conversion the vehicle from petrol to CNG or from diesel to CNG.
So you think Ipman has financial challenges right now? That's what I'm facing.
Yes, because even the other time when former Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari broke the program, he intended to distribute over 200 billion naira to the independent petroleum marketers, which still the money is with the CBN. So we are looking whereby Mr. President will be able to see how he can involve our members to start getting this money so that the program will kickstart quickly in various filling stations in Nigeria.
Wow, wow. So former President Buhari approved some funds for Ipman.
Yes.
And the money is with the CBN.
With CBN.
Wow. So why has that money not been released to Ipman?
So that is the issue. But I know with the way Mr. President BOLA TINUBU now is seriously on the issue of CNG, I know that money very soon will be released.
Okay, hopefully, sir. So you also mentioned something, and I don't know how true it is, because we've been hearing this news that NMDPRA is indebted to Ipman as part of the financial challenges that Ipman is undergoing. Is it true? How true is this, sir?
Yes, really it's true. We even meet the Minister of Gas to assist us so that we can be able to get our debt of money, which is with the NDPPRA, and we meet even the executive authority of NDPPRA so that he will assist us to pay this money so that our marketers will key into this program of CNG, because all what we are lacking financial backing. And already we have the money with the NDPPRA. So if we can be able to get that money, definitely our marketers will participate fully in the CNG. And the money is a huge amount of money, even though the other time, the authority, they tried to pay us 14 billion, but right now we are having almost outstanding debt of 186 billion naira. So at least we are calling the government to see how they can be able to pay us this money. Even though when we meet him, according to him, what he has said, the money is not with him, the money is with our partners. That is Moman, Dapman, and NNPC Retail. They are the people who refuse to submit their money. So we said he should try and contact them so that they will remit their money, so that my marketers can be paid their money with immediate effect, so that they will participate fully in this CNG or green energy program generally.
Wow, 186 billion naira. That is quite a large sum of money.
Yes, it's a very large sum of money. And one thing with that particular money is a marketer's contribution to see that we support the subsidy during that time, so that each and every part of the country can be able to sell the product at a uniform rate. Right. So it's a marketer's contribution. It's not a government money. Therefore, we are looking him to see as much as possible the way he can be able to pay marketers so that they will go back to their normal business.
Wow, it's amazing that this money being owed to Ipman belongs to Ipman, not a fund from federal government.
Yes.
We hope that with this conversation going on right now in Ipman today, President Bola TINUBU will be able to intervene seriously and swiftly to ensure that this debt is paid to Ipman from the NMDPRA. Sir, I want you to confirm something for us and our viewers. Is it true that Ipman has started uplifting or lifting products from Dangote refinery?
Yes, our marketers have started lifting. They have started lifting because already he gave us a certain condition whereby he said those who can be able to buy 1 million liter, they can start buying. So they have already started. They have started buying.
Okay, is it PMS or diesel they've started lifting?
Diesel. They have started buying diesel and ATK.
Okay, sir. In the next few weeks from now, President Bola TINUBU's government will celebrate 1 year anniversary in office. I mean, the first anniversary in office, that is. How would you describe the efforts of the president and the federal government under President Bola TINUBU now? How would you describe their efforts and their successes within the oil and gas sector specifically?
No, in fact, I can say President TINUBU has really tried as far as the oil and gas is concerned. And you know, even this program that we have been doing is because of his support and support of his ministers. So actually, it's a plus, because before you have not been seeing this kind of program to the marketers in NTA. So now we see actually he really mean he liked Nigeria and he went Nigerians to develop. So actually we have seen changes, a lot of changes. So we appreciate what he has done.
I like that, sir. And how do you think Ipman is ready to collaborate with this federal government now, in generally within even the CNG? Do you think Ipman is ready to work with?
No, already we tell all our members we are fully ready, waiting, and we are going to participate fully than any company that you know in the oil industry. Because just like what I have told you, already we are in the system and we have the filling stations nationwide. And it's through these filling stations that we are going to do an ad hoc of daughter filling stations. And it's through our filling station we are going to use our filling station to see we do conversion center, whereby we can convert the vehicles that are having PMS vehicles or diesel vehicles, we convert them to CNG, or we convert them to LPG. It depends on the category of the conversion that we wanted to do.
Yes, wow, that is amazing. We are running up the conversation right now on the verdict on Ipman today. As you've heard from the president himself, Ipman is not only ready, Ipman is also willing to collaborate with the federal government to actualize the presidential CNG initiative. All they just need is the enabling environment and their funds, their debts, to be cleared by the NMDPRA and some kind of financial support. Thank you so much, Mr. President, for finding time to be with us today on the verdict.
Thank you very much.
We hope to also have you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Of course, this is Ipman today. This is the verdict. This is NTA. You are still watching NTA. We move over now to oil and gas news. And from oil and gas news to Marketer's Diary, I'm sure you're thinking, what will be next? Don't shift your gaze. Don't touch your remote. We'll be back.